Alright, so this is going to be day 1 through 5 in our 30-day video game challenge. And the very first question is, what is your very first video game? My very first video game was the one with Mario slash Dunk Hunting game. That were the little combo on the NES. That was my first, I think my first game that I can remember. There were other games I played before that, but they're such a blur that I don't even bother trying to remember what it was. But yeah, that was my first game. I remember using that little shitty, crappy ass gun that came with that game and never really worked. You had to be super close to the TV screen in order, I think, to register, and it was the worst gun ever. But great memories, though. Great memories, great game. And our day 2 question is, what's your favorite character? Now, I'm a huge Metal Gear fan, so Solid Snake would have to be up there as one of my favorite characters. I will also throw in Garrus Vakarian from Mass Effect is also a favorite character of mine. Harry Mason from Silent Hill, one of my favorite characters. But Metal Gear Solid Snake, one of my favorite characters out there. I spent $600 on the PS3 plus the $60 per the game just to get Metal Gear Solid 4, just to know what was going to happen in that story. I mean, I spent $700 not for replayability or anything like that, just to know the story. I had to know what was going to be the ending of Solid Snake, and it was totally worth it. It was totally worth it. And for day 3 question is a game that is underrated. There's a lot of underrated games out there. Bayonetta is another underrated game. Legend of Dragoon, one of my favorite RPGs of all time, which gets a lot of crap, but it is my favorite RPG, if not my favorite game of all times. I will fight anyone who says otherwise. And for the day 4 question is, what's your guilty pleasure video game? My guilty pleasure video game. I guess I really enjoy The Sims. At the beginning, I wasn't quite sure how it worked, like what was the big deal of it. But once I started playing it and figuring out, what's the big deal about this game, I completely understand. I really enjoy learning about the type of things in our brains that make video games, that make certain things in video games just click for us, like that button that just keeps us playing over and over again. And The Sims definitely has that button that is not for everyone, but man, that game could be addicted and it could be really addictive. And The Sims 2, I put a lot of hours into that game, and I'm still considering whether to get Sims 3, but Sims 2 or just the Sims series altogether is probably my guilty pleasure. And for the day 5 question is, game character you feel you are most like or wish you were. That I wish I were. I don't know. That's a tough one, I guess. If I wish I was anyone, I would be Garrus because he is the man. That's it. That's it. Next question. And that's pretty much it for our first video, day 1 through 5. And then we're going to go on with our next video, which would be day 6 through 10 or 11 or whatever, however this is going to work out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.